Good morning and welcome back for the next lecture of the hydraulic engineering. We are discussing about the unit number 2, gradually and rapidly varied flow. In that we have completed about the GVF, that is a gradually varied flow, and we have started for the rapidly varied flow. In the rapidly varied flow also we have covered about the formation of hydraulic jump, then relation between the sequent depth, that is a hydraulic jump in a horizontal rectangular channels, then computation of the length and height of jump, energy loss in jump. That part we have covered. Also we have covered that of the hydraulic jump as an energy dissipator, it is a loss of energy and how it is used. Now we'll go for the applications of the hydraulic jump for the various purposes, that is for the energy dissipation, okay, then mixing of the liquids and all those things in detail, along with the types of the jump, that is a classification of the jump, that part is also remain from our side, and the conditions of formation of the jump. So as per our discussion in the initial part, that is at the time of the starting of the equation, a derivation of the equation for the hydraulic jump on a horizontal rectangular channel, I have given us some hints, that is when the jump is to occur and how it is to occur, okay. So along with that I would like to go for the next part, okay. Even one of the picture which I have taken from the book, okay. So here we are finding that this is in a channel, okay. इकडे आपण channel असं consider करूया, and this is it's a slope is changing now. It's a slope is changing. This will consider as a mild slope, and this is a steep slope, and now here again a mild or horizontal slope, and again the barrier in the form of the stones is created here. So this is actually as an like an stilling basin which is used for the energy dissipation. So what happens when the water is to flow over this inclined surface, that is a critical slope, we are observing that the depth of the flow is going on decreasing and decreasing. ही पाण्याची जी डेप्थ आहे ती हळूहळू कमी होत चाललेली आहे, तो खूप जास्त आहे, नंतर हळूहळू कमी होत चाललेली आहे. म्हणजेच काय झालं तर इथं फ्लोची डेप्थ आपली ही क्रिटिकल डेप्थ पेक्षा कमी झाली, त्याच्यामुळे व्हेलॉसिटी वाढली. व्हेलॉसिटी वाढल्यामुळे काय झालं, फ्लाउट नंबर वाढला. सो इनिशियल फ्लाउट नंबर हियर वी कॅन से इज मोर दॅन 1. And when that water initially strikes this horizontal channel, it is to again tries to move on a horizontal surface, but as a barrier is there, then it strikes on the barrier and it moves in vertically upward direction, and it tries to move like in a reverse direction. So when it will achieve some depth, इथपर्यंत आलं हे, नंतर पुढे व्हायचंय त्याला, कारण पाठीमागे velocity जास्त आहे. So as it tries to move again ahead, its depth goes on increasing on this horizontal surface, and at some portion we is to observe the water, instead of moving forward, it reverse back, it moves reverse back, and it creates rollers. Those reverse rollers are the mechanism of the conversion of the kinetic energy to the potential energy. ह्या रिव्हर्स रोलर मध्ये काय होत आहे, जी काही कायनेटिक एनर्जी फ्लोची ती कमी होते, तुम्हाला हे बबल्स दिसतात बघा, हे दुस आर द एअर बबल्स. पाणी वरती खूप स्ट्राईक होतं, याच्यावरती स्ट्राईक झालं वरती उचलतं, त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की एअर एन्ट्रॅप होते आणि ते एअर त्याच्यामध्ये मिक्स होत आहे. So for understanding purpose here, that how the reverse rollers is to occur and how the water is to move a backward or in a reverse direction, for that purpose here a person is shown here. इथे एक व्यक्तीचं चित्र दाखवलेलं आहे. हे काय होतं आपल्याला दिसतंय बघा लगेच, इट इज moving like this from this direction to this direction, and again it is going to rotate. So this particular portion in which that reverse rollers and all those things occurs, that is called as a hydraulic jump. That part already we have discussed, but this was an ideal sketch, one of the sketch I have taken from the internet and I have shown here. So from this portion, okay, from this portion up to this one, we is to consider as a length of the jump, and after that we are finding the uniform flow condition. Okay, so it means that here for the formation of the jump, if you consider the conditions of formation of the jump, compulsorily the flow which is there before the jump, it has to be a supercritical, means its velocity has to be more than more and more, or the cloud number related to that, it is a cloud number 1, we can say it has to be more than 1. velocity supercritical आहे म्हणजे कंपल्सरी क्लाउड नंबर हा तुमचा 1 पेक्षा जास्त असतो. पहिली कंडिशन झाली. दुसरी कंडिशन काय राहते, if the channel slope is changing from the steep to the mild, इथं आयडियल कंडिशन दाखवलेली मी, the channel slope is a steep and here is changing to the mild. So whenever this condition is to occur, that change in the slope is to occur, in that case also there is a chance of a formation of hydraulic jump, or hydraulic jump is to occur. Third one is that when the supercritical stream, likewise, म्हणजे असं supercritical स्लोप जास्त असणारी स्ट्रीम म्हणजे ओढा किंवा नदी असेल, रिव्हर असेल, इट जॉईन्स अनदर स्ट्रीम. सपोज दॅट दिस इज एन ऑलरेडी वन ऑफ द स्ट्रीम, एक मोठा ओढा किंवा एक नदी आहे की ऑलरेडी फ्लो होते, जिचा बेड स्लोप हा साधारणतः माइल्ड आहे किंवा हॉरिझॉन्टल आहे, विल कन्सिडर एज अ माइल्ड, where the flow is a uniform. Okay, flow is a uniform, sorry, uniform म्हणून आपण म्हणायला नको त्याला, आपण त्याला म्हणूया की flow is a subcritical. Flow is a subcritical means its a Froude number is a less than 1, its a depth is a so high and velocity is a so less. So when this supercritical stream like this joins the subcritical stream having a higher flow depth, in that case this water is to strike over the surface and it is to have a formation of the hydraulic jump. Okay, it means that whenever the supercritical stream joins the subcritical stream having a larger depth, in that case also a hydraulic jump is formed. Okay, then when there is a change in the slope of the channel from the steep to the mild, there is a formation of the jump. Okay, then whenever the flow is to changes from the supercritical phase to the subcritical phase, then also there is a chance of the formation of a hydraulic jump. Okay, so those are the causes of the or the conditions of the formation of the jump. So in short, we can say that first one, that the depth of the flow before the jump has to be less than the critical. So I'm summarizing now. The depth of the flow before the jump means pre-jump height must be less than a critical flow depth. That is a steep slope to the mild slope. The second one, the Froude number of the flowing fluid before the formation of the jump at the initial depth, we can say it must be greater than 1. That is, the flow before the jump has to be supercritical. Then and only then the hydraulic jump is to occur. Then what are the applications? Number of the times we is to find that a hydraulic jump as an hydraulic jump is used for the various purposes. Now here if you will say that, here you will observe the condition, here air is getting entrapped. तर काय होतंय, ह्या पाण्यामध्ये हवा अशी बरोबर त्याच्यामध्ये एंट्रॅप केली जाते, ट्रॅप केली जाते, मिक्स होतीये. इट मीन्स दॅट फॉर द aeration purpose in a water treatment plant, the hydraulic jump is used. का बरं? For the aeration, because in a water treatment plant we used to have one of the method, that is aeration. One of the water treatment method as aeration, म्हणजे आपल्याला खूप सारे एअर एंट्रॅप करावे लागते, पण त्याची प्रोसिजर आहे. I'm not going into depth of that procedure. So in that case, or to have an such type of the entrapping of the air, हवा जिथे आपल्याला मिक्स करायची आहे त्या ठिकाणी आपण hydraulic jump वापरू शकतो. After that, here we are observing if the slope is steep, म्हणजे समजा डोंगरावरून असा ओढा किंवा नदी वाहतीये आणि खाली जाऊन ती काय होते, फ्लॅट मोठ्या नदीला जिथं स्लोप हा माइल आहे तिला जाऊन ती जॉईन करते. एक ओढा किंवा नदी डोंगरावरून वाहते, जिचा स्लोप स्टीप आहे, व्हेलॉसिटी खूप जास्त असणार, आणि तेच पाणी जर कसं खाली आदळलं आणि नंतर त्या नदीला जॉईन व्हायला लागलं तर काय होणार, खूप मोठा खड्डा पडतो आणि हाय व्हेलॉसिटीमुळे काय होतं, इरोजन होतं particles is to get eroded and there is to a formation of the pits. So to avoid that, what we used to go for the conversion of the energy. एनर्जी आपल्याला कन्व्हर्ट करावं लागते, म्हणजेच काय, वी हॅव टू डिसिपेट, वी हॅव टू रिड्यूस दी कायनेटिक एनर्जी. जी काय व्हेलॉसिटी जी आहे ती व्हेलॉसिटी आपल्याला रिड्यूस करावी लागते या पाण्याची, जेणेकरून ते पुढे आपण अलाव केल्यानंतर ना पुढचे पार्टिकल्स ते इरोड करणार नाहीये, म्हणजे तिथं कोणताही खड्डा पडणार नाहीये, माती किंवा दगड किंवा मुरुम तिथून वाहून जाणार नाहीये. सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज ऑल्सो वी यूज टू गो फॉर अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ जम्प. म्हणजे काय केलं आपण, सरळ सरळ काय केलं होतं, हा तुमचा इनिशियल स्लोप होता, माइल्ड स्लोप आहे, नंतर ना पुढे आपण असं स्टोन पिचिंग केलं, दगड लावले इथं, त्या दगडांचं आपण डिपॉझिशन केलं, मोठे पार्टिकल्स आहेत, त्याच्यामुळे काय झालं, पाणी हाय स्पीडने आलं, याच्यावरती आलं, स्ट्राईक झालं आणि पुन्हा जाऊन दगडावरती आदळलं. तर दगडांचा सरफेस किंवा जे वेट आहे ते जास्त असेल, त्याच्यामुळे इझिली ते पुढे जाणार नाहीयेत. मग काय होतं, वॉटर वेन इज टू स्ट्राईक ओव्हर द स्टोन्स, इट इज टू गेट रिव्हर्स बॅक रिव्हर्स आल्यामुळे काय होतं, त्याची कायनेटिक एनर्जी जी आहे ती कमी होते आणि अल्टिमेटली त्याची फ्लोची डेप्थ वाढते. मीन्स फॉर द रिडक्शन ऑफ द एनर्जी or for the reduction of the kinetic energy or the velocity, we is to go for the formation of the jump. Okay, that is for the dissipation of the energy, not only for the such cases but also for the whenever the water comes below the sluice ways or over the spillways. म्हणजे बंधाऱ्यामध्ये किंवा धरणाचे ज्यावेळेस आपण दरवाजे ओपन करतो त्यावेळेस कसं असतं, हे मेकॅनिझम या टाईपचं असतं. म्हणजे इथं कुठे तुमचा दरवाजा असतो ते बंधाऱ्याचा किंवा धरणाचा, हा दरवाजा ओपन केला की पाणी बरोबर याच्यावरून घसरत येतो, ग्लाइड होत येतो आणि खाली बरोबर घसरत येऊन नंतर ना नदीमध्ये पडतो. नदीमध्ये पडलं की याची व्हेलॉसिटी जास्त असते, पुन्हा ते नदीचं पात्र पूर्णपणे इरोड करत असतं. मग त्यापेक्षा काय केलं जातं, मग त्या पाण्याची कायनेटिक एनर्जी कमी करायची आहे. म्हणजेच काय करायचं आहे, डाउनस्ट्रीमला डेप्थ वाढवायची आहे. मग काय करायचं, असे दगड लावायचे किंवा तिथं स्टोन पिचिंग करायचं किंवा अप्रॉन स्टिलिंग बेसिन तयार करायचं. पूर्णपणे फ्लोर हा इथं आपल्या स्लॅब सारखं करायचं आणि त्याच्यावरती स्टेप्स अरेंज करायच्या. त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार, instead of the water flowing at a higher speed, its velocity will be get reduced due to the striking of that jet of the water over that surface. Okay, that means as an energy dissipation at the downstream side of the spillways and the sluice ways, we have to go for a jump. That is, a jump is used. Then for raising the water level in the channels for the irrigation, तर याचं ऍप्लिकेशन कसं असेल, सपोज दॅट दिस इज अन डाउनस्ट्रीम एंड ऑफ दी युअर डॅम. डॅमचं डाउनस्ट्रीम एंड आहे, तो नदी आहे, नदीमधनं पाणी चाललेलं आहे पुढं, परंतु इथून आपल्याला इरिगेशन करायचंय, साईडला कॅनल कुठं घेतलेलं आहे आपण, असं आपण अजून करूया. मग कॅनलची जर का अलाइनमेंट घेताना त्याची जी रिड्यूस लेवल असेल, म्हणजे त्याचा जो बेस असेल, इलेव्हेशन जे असेल ते समजा कुठेतरी इथपर्यंत आहे, इथपर्यंत आहे त्याचं इलेव्हेशन, आणि पाणी जे वाहणार आहे स्लुईस मधून सोडल्यानंतर ना किंवा आपल्या स्पिलवे मधून सोडल्यानंतर ना त्याची डेप्थ इथपर्यंतच येते. मग या डेप्थ पर्यंत पाणी कसं येईल? सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज ऑल्सो व्हॉट वी यूज टू डू, वी यूज टू क्रिएट द बॅरियर इन द वे ऑफ द फ्लोइंग फ्लुइड अँड वी यूज टू इन्क्रीज द वॉटर लेवल. मग पाण्याची डेप्थ वाढवली म्हणजेच काय झालं, जंप तयार झाली पाठीमागं. म्हणजेच काय झालं, फॉर द रेझिंग द वॉटर लेवल इन द चॅनल्स फॉर द इरिगेशन वी यूज टू हॅव अ हायड्रॉलिक जंप. देन फॉर द मिक्सिंग ऑफ द केमिकल्स, आता इथं वॉटर काय होतंय, बऱ्याच वेळा रिव्हर्स येतंय, पुन्हा पुढे जातंय. म्हणजे काय होईल, याच्यामध्ये जर का आपण एखादं केमिकल मिक्स केलं तर ते प्रॉपरली त्याचं मिक्सिंग होतं. मीन्स फॉर मिक्सिंग ऑफ द केमिकल्स अँड अदर लिक्विड्स इन द वॉटर, बिकॉज इट विल बी गेट मिक्स्ड ड्यू टू द टर्ब्युलन्स. हाय टर्ब्युलन्स इथं तयार होतोय, त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार, इझिली दॅट दोज केमिकल्स विल बी गेट मिक्स्ड अँड दॅट विल बी प्रॉपरली विथ द फ्लोइंग फ्लुइड. Then for the counterbalancing the uplift pressure acting on the apron by the increasing its weight with the help of the increased flow depth over it. म्हणजे काय, की ज्या वेळेस आपण इथं ऍप्रॉन तयार करतो, म्हणजे आपण स्टिलिंग बेसिंग एनर्जी डिसिपेशन साठी तयार करतो, म्हणजे काय स्लॅब तयार केलेला असतोय. त्याच्यावरती काय होतं की डॅमच्या डाऊनस्ट्रीम साईडला असल्यामुळे जे काही अपस्ट्रीम साईडने जे पाणी खाली मुरलेलं असतं ते पाणी वरती येत असतं. ते काय करतं, याच्यावरती अपलिफ्ट प्रेशर लावत असते, खालून वरती ढकलत असते पाणी ते वर निघण्यासाठी. कारण त्याच्यावरती अपस्ट्रीम साईडला खूप मोठा हेड असतो, त्याच्यामुळे इथं ऍक्ट होणारा जो प्रेशर आहे तो जास्त असतो, तो अपवर्ड असतो. त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं, हे जे ऍप्रॉन आहे ते ऍप्रॉन आपलं ब्रेक होतं किंवा वरती उचललं जातं. मग अशा केसमध्ये काय करावं लागतं, आपल्याला याचं वेट वाढवावं लागतं. मग कसं वाढवणार, तर याच्यावरती पाणी साठवून ठेवायचं. मग कसं साठवणार, बाय क्रिएटिंग द हायड्रॉलिक जम्प. If you are going to create the hydraulic jump, if you are going to form the hydraulic jump, ultimately depth of the flow is going to increase. As depth of the flow is going to increase, it means that per unit volume of a liquid stored on this apron will increase. म्हणजे जर का आपण फ्लोची डेप्थ वाढवली तर त्या एरियामध्ये जे पाणी आपण स्टोअर करणार आहे त्याची क्वांटिटी वाढणार. पाणी स्टोअर केली त्याची क्वांटिटी वाढणार, म्हणजे त्या पाण्याचं वेट वाढणार. म्हणजेच काय होणार, तर जे खालून अपस्ट्रीम जो अपवर्ड जो अपलिफ्ट प्रेशर येत होता त्याच्यावरती हे पाण्याचं ऍडिशनल वेट ऍक्ट होणार आणि बरोबर ते काउंटर बॅलन्स होणार. ओके, इट मीन्स दॅट फॉर द काउंटर बॅलन्सिंग ऑफ द वेट we have to, for the apron we have to go for the hydraulic jump. Then for the protection of the downstream side of the hydraulic structures, म्हणजे एखादा तुम्ही डॅम बांधलाय, एखादं म्हणजे धरण बांधलंय किंवा एखादा बंधारा बांधलेला आहे, तिथून त्याच्यावरून पाणी खाली डाउनस्ट्रीम साईड जात असताना हाय व्हेलॉसिटीने जातो आणि त्याचं इरोजन करतो. मग ते होऊ नये म्हणून काय करायचं, ऍट द डाउनस्ट्रीम साइड वी हॅव टू डिसिपेट द कायनेटिक एनर्जी अँड वी हॅव form the hydraulic jump. So those are the some of the applications or the uses of a hydraulic jump. Main is that for the energy dissipation, mixing of the chemicals, aeration, protection of the apron from the uplift pressure for the counterbalancing, okay, and protection of the downstream end due to the erosion of the flowing fluid on the downstream side of the hydraulic structures. Okay, this is about the uses or the applications of the hydraulic jump. Now we'll start for the types of the jump. Okay, वेगवेगळे जे जम्पचे टाइप्स आहेत that will start for now. Start now. So now we'll discuss about the types of the hydraulic jump. So that classification of the jump is based on the incoming Proud number. It is a initial Proud number. That is a before jump we can say. Means if there is a condition of the formation of the jump. So suppose that this is an our channel. Okay, and there is a condition of the formation of the jump. Such type of the jump used to occur. So for this case, this will be the section 1 that is a pre-jump section or pre-jump height at that section will be there, and this will be section 2. Okay, this is a section 2. So I'm talking about the pre-jump height as a y1 and the Proud number associated with that. Means the whatever the classification of the hydraulic jump we are discussing, that is based on the incoming Proud number. That is a pre-jump Proud number we can say, which is associated with this condition. Y1 च्या ठिकाणी असणार आहे तो. So as per that, the first type of the jump is a undular jump. Okay, so first type of the jump is a undular. So why is it called as undular? Because the whatever the surface we used to observe in the case of the hydraulic jump, that is to be appear as like an undulations. म्हणजे वरती आपल्याला असे हे waves तयार झाले दिसतात, छोटे छोटे undulations तयार झाले दिसतात आपल्याला हे. So this is the type of the jump that is called as a undular jump. जिथे आपल्याला असे undulations म्हणजे चढ उतार आपण म्हणतो की नाही, त्या पद्धतीने आपल्याला जंप मध्ये टॉप सरफेस पाहायला मिळतो. दिस इज द डिरेक्शन ऑफ द फ्लो. ओके, as far as Proud number is considered, the Proud number range is between 1 to 1.07. 1 to, just a minute, and the energy dissipation in this case is so less, that is about only the only 6% energy dissipation is to occur in this type of the jump. Okay, range of the Proud number is 1 to 1.7, and percentage energy dissipation is only 6. Only 6% energy used to get dissipate in this case. This is the first type. Undular, why is it so? Because the top surface which you are observing for this particular type of the jump, it's a top surface or the water surface is shows the small undulations over it. That's why it is called as a undular jump. Then next type of the jump is a weak jump. Next type, second type is a weak jump. Its a Proud number range is between 1.7 to 2.5, 1.7 to the 2.5, and the dissipation of the energy or the energy dissipation, we can say energy loss, that is about 2.5%. So less energy dissipation used to occur. Okay, in the previous case it was about the 6%, but here it is a 2.5. It is called as a weak jump because in this jump the velocity of the flow is fairly uniform. So whatever the velocity of the flow is to observe in case of the weak jump, it is a fairly uniform, means so less undulations will observe. So less undulations, it means that the fairly uniform flow is to observe in this case. Okay, so likewise we used to observe, and here the series of the small rollers appears over the surface. म्हणजे छोटे छोटे जे rollers आहेत, so likewise we used to observe over the water surface, but the condition is a fairly uniform, like a small rollers appears over the surface, and the energy dissipation is so less, that is about only 2.5%. Okay, then the next type, the third type of the jump as per the Proud number, that is oscillating jump. Okay, next one, that is oscillating, means oscillations, toe and fork motion, that is related to the motion of the moving water. Oscillating jump, its a Proud number range is from 2.5 to the 4.5. Range of the Proud number is a 2.5 to 4.5, and dissipation of the energy is about 45%. So now the energy dissipation is increasing. Okay, so oscillations in the sense what, Proud number ranges 2.5 to 4.5, and the jet of the water after the or at the time of the formation of the jump, the on that jet of the water oscillates back and forth, त्याची motion पाठीमागे आणि पुढे राहते from the bottom to the surface. Okay, means it's like that, like this condition. Suppose that this is a channel bottom I am considering, and hereafter the condition of the formation of the jump is there. Okay, so in this case whatever the water is to there, that water is to move like this in all the directions, to and fro. Okay, from the bottom itself it starts moving upward, downward likewise. Okay, and the energy dissipation which we are getting in this case, this is that is a accounting up to the 45%. It shows oscillations, that is a backward and forward motion of the water, that is in the forms of the like this rollers. Okay, in the next type, that is a fourth type as per the incoming crowd number, is a steady jump. It is a steady jump where the range of the Proud number is from 4.5 to the 9. 4.5 to the 9. Now the Proud number is increasing. It means that energy dissipation also goes on increasing. And the range of the energy dissipation is from 45 to 70%. So most of the times for the dissipation of the energy, the steady jump is preferred. Okay, so why it is called as a steady? Because in this case, the jump is well stabilized, पूर्णपणे develop झालेले असते. Okay, and the energy dissipation is more. Okay, and here the energy dissipation is also more. Well stabilized jump is there, means I would like to go for this is a channel bed slope consider, and this is your initial flow depth of the water. Then as the jump is well stabilized, so its portion will appear like this. Okay, and this will be the reverse rollers like this. This is the direction of the water, to and fro likewise. Okay, so about 45 to 70% energy dissipation is to be occur in this steady jump, which is a well stabilized jump. And the last type of the jump as per the incoming Proud number, that is the FR1, that is called as a strong jump. So last type of the jump, that is a strong jump. Okay, whose range of the Proud number is more than 9. So Proud number is a greater than 9. Equal or greater than 9. And energy dissipation in this case is a maximum energy used to get dissipate in this case of the strong jump, that is about 85%. So range of the that magnitude of the energy dissipation, it reach up to the 85%. Okay, जी सर्वात टॉप म्हणजे सर्वात बेस्ट जी जंप असणार आहे इन द सेन्स ऑफ द डिसिपेशन ऑफ द एनर्जी, दॅट इज अवर अ स्ट्रॉंग जंप. ओके, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये वेल स्टॅबिलाइज्ड इट विल बी वेल स्टॅबिलाइज्ड अँड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. ओके, and number of the times it is also called as a energy dissipation type hydraulic jump, because maximum energy used to get dissipated. If this is our a channel bed, then the hydraulic jump will be like this. Okay, this I would have to consider. Maximum energy used to get dissipate in this case. This will be the reverse rollers, and this will be the post jump height as a y2. This will be the y1. Okay, so this is the classification based on the Proud number and the percentage energy which is getting dissipated. Okay, so for the whatever the classification we had seen for the hydraulic jump, it refers to only the rectangular channel section. So whatever the classification we had seen here, that is undular, weak, oscillating, steady, and strong jump with respect to the incoming Proud number and percentage energy dissipation, it is purely related to the rectangular channel section. Okay, but in the other channel sections, the shape of the jump is often complicated. जर का आपण वेगवेगळे इतर channel section बघितले तर in that case the jump that shape of the jump is to goes on a changing and changing. If it is a trapezoidal, it is going to a wider one. It is a triangular, then it is going to be a compacted one likewise. Okay, and the and for ordinary conditions we used to go for only this rectangular channel section only. तर बऱ्याच वेळा काय होतं की चॅनलचा शेप बदलला की त्याच्यामध्ये तयार होणारे रिव्हर्स करंट्स तयार वेगळ्या फॉर्म मध्ये येतात. त्याचा जो शेप तयार होणार आहे म्हणजे क्रॉस सेक्शन मुळे तो वेगळा वेगळा तयार होतो. So this classification is purely based on the or purely related to the rectangular channel section, and it is based on the incoming Froude number FR1 with respect to the percentage energy dissipation. So lowest energy dissipation is to occur in the weak jump and